Ships ahoy. I am a man of the sea. Let me read to you a little introduction. I defected from Czechoslovakia in utero in 1969 to Austria, Österreich, outside Vienna, where I was born. As defectors, my parents were tried in absentia under Article 109 of the Penal Code and convicted, and they were given prison sentences. My father received 2 years, my mother 1.5 years. I think the judge assumed defection was my father's idea. It was actually my mother's. They, of course, did not go back to serve these prison sentences. America granted my family political asylum, and we landed at JFK Airport in New York City in January of 1970. And so here I am, half a century later, in Prague, the omphalos, the belly button of the cosmos, reading at this phantasmagoria that is the Prague Microfestival. Thank you, David and Louis, for opening this portal. It means more to me than I can say. I grew up between languages, without language. Everyone around me was talking. They were so good at it. And so I started writing into notebooks like this one and black and white composition notebooks, those marbled ones. And this is where you will find me. It occurred to me a day or two ago that the journal was a form of samizdat, an early one. I didn't think about money or fame or anything when I wrote into these journals. And so it's a form I return to. I want to thank a couple of writers who encouraged me along the way. The poet Vijay Seshadri, who worried that I was falling behind if I continued to write the traditional essay. And when I complained to him that I couldn't be a writer because I was from Long Island, he said, well, Walt Whitman is from Long Island. I also want to thank Gordon Lish, whose bizarre underground seminars I attended at the Mercantile Library on 47th Street in Manhattan in 2011 and 2012. Gordon just turned 90 years old, and he just came out with two new books. One is called To Have Written a Book, and the other is called Annals and Indices. And they are both from a small press called Bard Books, which I believe you can find on Asterism. The last time I saw Gordon Lish, he asked me, "Are you still writing?" Of course I am. I'm going to read from 404 Error, which is a book of this size. It's a book that fits in your ass pocket. I think it's like the iPhone. And its design and size was inspired by Marshall McLuhan's The Medium is the Massage from 1967. And I thought, you started using it like 15 years ago as a teaching tool. And I'm like, there's something about this size. It was the iPhone of 1967. So, to the reading, to the excerpt of 404 Error, Memoir of a Nobody. This is a collaboration with Zach Ferguson. He is a writer and experimental filmmaker in Brighton, UK. He's about half my age. I've never met him. We only communicate through one-way voice messages. I'm almost afraid to talk to him live because we would interrupt each other. But I feel like I know him very well, and I feel like he knows me very well. And so here's the excerpt. Nulla za nullo, portál se otevírá. 21:34 hodin. Může to být i 3K. Pozor, budoucnost proniká. Zero beyond the zero. Portal opens. 21:34 hours. Could be a Y3K trick. Beware, the future infiltrates. She calls your bluff, you kiss. A hand unzips a zipper. Machines log the information. 22:13 hours. Saturday, possibly Sunday. Elements of uncertainty. You flip a switch. Particles of light collide. EMFs in vectors. A yellow cab idles on Canal Street. A Pan Am 747 jumbo jet lands at JFK. Amerika je sakra studená. Konec prosince. Začátek ledna. Noc se chová podivně. Na Vegas padá sníh. Strojové zvuky v eteru. Možná UFO. Psaní tě žere zaživa. America is friggin' cold. Late December, early January. Night misbehaves. Snow falls on Vegas. Machine noises in the ether. Possible UFOs. Writing just eats you alive. Could be an extraterrestrial technology. So we destroy ourselves. Graphomaniacs like PKD, scribomaniacs, Jack Kerouac in his baseball game, composition notebooks and black leather rucksacks, State University of New York in Albany, Charles University in Prague, Trinity College in Dublin, the Finnegan's Wake notebooks at Buffalo, crayons for everybody. I have no future in the future. You go on forever. The Huntington Public Library in Huntington, Long Island, Oyster Bay, Northport, protests at Shoreham Nuclear Power Plant. Joel gets arrested. Being There by Jerzy Kosinski. Rhizome holes into holes. Zones outside the zone. No lug nuts required. Stainless steel screws. Stainless steel washers. Surfaces of a zero. Surface tension, flex and flow. Gorgon at Genesis West, Gorgon at Esquire, Gorgon at Knopf, Gorgon at the Mercantile Library on 47th Street, beyond the Gorgon. Amerika je čímkoliv. Co je to? Ha, ha, ha. America is whatever it is. What is it? Ha, ha, ha. LOLs, lols. Nobody knows the algorithm. The passcode is forgotten. You forget everything. Everything is on the cloud. Europa is an icy moon. Well, if it isn't JFJ, James fucking Joyce. I am in Prague. Kate takes off panties. Cock vibrates. Pussy is a tractor beam. Splitting labia and lily white like white buttocks. You are unspeakable. Encrypting the flow, data dump of sperm, wriggling spermatozoa, zigzagging, squeeze of ass cheeks. Night falls on orchids, you write handwritten letters, postcards, text messages via Tesla satellite, extraterrestrial intelligence, papyri fragment of Plato's Republic, circa 2nd century CE. Beware of partial objects. Beware of polynomial chaos expansion. You linger at the edge of a zero, fingertips on a machine keyboard, command, control, escape, delete, caps lock, do. English, United States, eager to devour reality. 1917 hours, supposedly a Sunday, I have my doubts. His finger roots, rhizome, save his template. Save as, save your ass. We are the people of the plastic. 1,000 plateaus, deterritorializing and reterritorializing. Energy flows, intensities. Jsem blikající kurzor na obrazovce počítače. Kvantová věc. Jsem v nepřítomnosti. Zhroucení dobytí. jsem kosmická hračka, částečný objekt v datovém výlevu v kosmickém labirintu. Dokončuješ mou neúplnost. I am a flickering cursor on a computer screen, a quantum thing. I exist in absence, collapse into being. I am a cosmic plaything, partial object in a data dump in the cosmic labyrinth. You complete my incompleteness. We echo each other in an anechoic chamber, entropy, negentropy. Nothing escapes Maxwell's demon. You get hotter, I get colder. Time is prepackaged. Time is bottled. Seltzer of the human imagination. Darius is a figure in Greek mythology, fighting the farfighter Telemachus. You are an organism in an environment. Sip Darjeeling tea. Briefs off. We take turns coming. The faces we make. Anthropomorphic desires. Machinic desires. Thumb drives in our asses. And that's the excerpt from 404 Error, which was published by Equus Press with David Vichnar here in Prague. It's available at the back table. And if I remember right, it came out in December on like Christmas Eve on 2022. More collaboration. I did a collaboration with Zach Ferguson, and then I also did a collaboration with the cyberpunk, a Japanese cyberpunk writer from Japan, Kenji Suratori. And this project was very different. It was not a book for the ass pocket. I sent Kenji 60,000 words because I wanted him to choose something from it to do something. And he said, you know what, I'm going to take that 60,000 words and I'm going to put my 60,000 words on it. And he created this almost 800 page book, which is this weird torsion of our text. This book was more of a ping pong, or if you will, or prefer pickleball, back and forth, where the AUGENBLICK is more of a torsion, but I've kind of extracted my stuff. I'll let Kenji do his stuff. But this is an excerpt from AUGENBLICK, and it came out with Kenji's Samizdat Press, Post-Human Magazine in 2K24. V místnosti není nikdo. Všichni jsou v televizi. Necháme mluvit oči. AUGENBLICK. Co se děje během mrknutí oka? Přetoč. Zase jsem to prošvihl. Nobody is in the room. Everybody is on TV. We let our eyeballs do the talking. AUGENBLICK. What happens during the blink of an eye? Rewind. I missed it again. Are you inside out? Outside in? What enters the portal? Is there a breaking and entering? Immanent? Are we cosmic goo? Sometimes I hear cosmic background noise, echoes of the Big Bang. I remember it well. I was there. We all are. Look at your fingertips. Look at your thumbnail. I say less and less and less and more. Explode, implode. You are all particles, all elements. Organic chemistry, inorganic. What goes on here? What magic? What alchemy? Are you a warlock, a witch, a wizard? All of human consciousness in a half pint of McSorley's ale. Order 8 at a time. Wander Cooper Square in a delirium. What am I? Can I move the big black cube at Astor Place? Am I capable of such an act? Is Z working bag check at Shakespeare and Company? Should I get a haircut from Fifi? Am I to wander the aisles of the Strand? Subway entrance on Broadway? Go home, wherever that is. Sex in a walk-up. You earned it. 68 stairs. Eat a bagel, cream cheese and red onion and capers. I do not know what people want. How could I? I do not know what I want. I wander, a creature in the metropolis. Are you satisfied with your existence, uncertainty? What makes you want? Outside in, inside out. Are you grasping at air, a hungry ghost? My sex had grown ripe, hers too. Apparently, we stood there naked, preparing to assume the positions. And yet, what remains? What remains of the act? So much passion, so much desire, extinguishes, expires, and we are left chasing things that never exist. Are you satisfied with experience? Are you missing anything? Possibly everything? I suppose every writer is a whole. I shovel snow like a madman, dirt no less, the frenzy suits me, the emergency. No time to think, just do, shovel. A thinker thinks themselves into trouble, 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 treble trouble with tribbles. I am the Kirk, I am the captain. Fire, photon torpedoes. We are seafaring folk, the Czechoslovakians, the Americans. A 16-foot fiberglass boat and a 55 horsepower Johnson outboard engine can get you anywhere. The green Atlantic opens its maw. We ride monster waves in search of monsters. We can no longer see land, only sea. Your mind inhabits an environment. We are thinkers, dreamers. I see fog, I see mist. I see nymphs and sprites under the old stone bridge. What is the mortar? Egg yolk and saints' souls. What are the concrete facts? My weaknesses are my strengths. If I get distracted, the cracks in my being glow brighter. Illuminated particles, luminescent. Neon blue and day glow orange. Are you familiar with the metropolitans? Yes. Impossible. Yes. Everything is possible. We are martyrs of the human experiment. We are accidents. We are purposeless. We are beautiful. We are ugly. We are sinners. We are saints. We are divine. We are mortal. Snažím se nastartovat motor. Držíme se dál v pevní. Električtí úhoří v Sargasovém moři. Hledám krakena. Jsem kybernetický harpunář. Říkej mi vatová tyčinka. I try to get the motor started. We're drifting farther out to sea. Electric eels in the Sargasso Sea. I seek the kraken. I am a cybernetic harpooneer. Call me Q-tip. Easy on the ear canal. Nothing bigger than your elbow. This text is a 10K sprint. Are you going to go the distance? Take a breather if you must. I recommend against it. Hard to get going again. Inertia, lethargy, amnesia. What if you forget everything you've read so far? Possibly for the best. Do as you see fit. You are the eyeball attached to a brain. Is there anything new on Netflix? Are you a doom scroller on X? Are the comedy reels getting funnier? Is there any respite in literature? No oasis for your mind. A sacred space. Keep reading, dear reader. I believe in you. I am the only one. I suspect we're getting closer to something. Apotheosis, aporia, whatever it is, feels damn good, right? Better than a blowjob or cunnilingus. Okay, not really. You know what I mean? I think we just hit 6K. 6K is like a mini orgasm, pre-cum. Things are just going to get better and better.